You're such an asshole.
How you kids doing? Asshole Consulting. Cappy, no bullshit. Here's my quandary. I'm a mid-20-something guy working blue-collar job, specifically with a CDL. The job pays very well, better than I've ever had. The catch is the work environment, as you might imagine, is insane. My boss is constantly threatening to can me, can never do anything right. I'm always in the wrong. I require a lot of vodka to get through the week. Okay, well, stop that. I do not enjoy CDL work. Mom, that's too bad. Where you are, I won't mention where you are, of course, but what's the market, what's the street price for white girl blood up there? Like, and you guys in that area, do you ingest it or you just shoot it straight into your veins? Oh, you don't like it. Oh, yeah. Do you know why you're paid a lot? Because it's boring, shitty work. That's why you're paid a lot. That's basically blue collar work. You crawl up in the rafters with the spiders and the bitey bites and the hot heat in July and fix the air conditioning. You do your work, which is somewhat dangerous and certainly dirty. And then you drive the big old truck around. And yes, it's boring. And that's why you make the money you do. Give up this white girl attitude where somewhere there's a job that I'm paid a lot and I enjoy it. No. The more the job is hard and it sucks, that's where the pay is. There is no job. Look at all the women my age who keep looking for a job, even though they're 52 and their eggs are long gone, and now they're getting their third master's degree to find that elusive job. It's like the modern audience. It doesn't exist. Disney's looking for the modern audience where everyone celebrates a trans quadriplegic goldfish as a superhero who's lesbian, right? It doesn't exist. And this job that these women are looking for doesn't exist. Before you turn 30, will you please give up looking for the job that doesn't exist? Yeah, and I don't want to go so far as like this job pains you so much, like you literally can't do it. I don't want to go that extreme either, but yeah, driving truck is not exciting. Working in your field, not exciting. Probably hard. That's why you're paid the money. Surgeons, I know 2 docs. They gotta go cut people open and go to school for 80,000 years. Yes, yeah, it sucks. And that's why they make the money. Now, your boss threatening you all the time, that's bullshit. I could do it, but it bores me to tears. Well, yeah, it's boring. That's why you get the money. What I've always wanted to do is be law enforcement, military security. You're young enough. Why don't you join the military? The region I'm in is heavily geared towards blue-collar work. We always hear follow your dreams, but that is some Disney BS. All right, good. You're aware of that. Also be aware that any job that pays well is typically going to suck in one way or another. So the sooner you get over it, the easier your job becomes. Like, just don't focus on hating it so much. Do I uproot my comfortable life in search of something better, or do I learn to swallow my lumps and collect a check? I would lean towards swallow the lumps and collect your check, but your boss yelling at you all the time and threatening to can you, that's not acceptable. It's not acceptable. And I do think there'd be something that's, quote, easier than what you're doing now. Maybe won't pay as well. I had a question here. I said, can you find another job and have you put in an application to the police? Also, how much money do you have saved up in terms of months of living expenses? And you said, I have about 2 months living expenses. That's better than nothing, but you should probably have more. Ideally 6. With the last egg being extremely hostile towards law enforcement, I'd held off on that aspiration. Why are you hostile towards law enforcement? Have you had trouble with the law? Look, I'll tell you right now, if you have a criminal record, a lot of these jobs are going to be closed to you. I'm quite confident I could find a career in a correctional or similar venue, but my aspiration is more of an investigation. Stop it with the white girl blood. You know where you're going to do it? Let's say you become a cop. All right. You want to go in an investigative role such as homicides or missing persons or counter human crime. You're going to start as a beat cop. You're going to go to the academy. You're going to say, hey, new guy, guess what? The second new guy, he's the second newest guy. He's got more seniority than you. You get to cover his shift Christmas night from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Here's your patrol gear and your baton. Have fun. Over time, you could become a detective over time. But guess what? The job's going to suck. All right, you didn't tell me if you put in a job or not here. So we got a couple goals you'd like to achieve. So let's take them one at a time. First, regardless of your boss or what you'd like to do, what you need to do is you need to get 3, ideally 6 months living expenses saved up. So that what you can do right now is deal with your unacceptable boss. You can't do that because you didn't say you had a job lined up. You're not applying for jobs. You only have 2 months living expenses. So you still need them. So let's use this as an opportunity to increase our ability to not let bullshit bother us. 1, here on forward, do not let the boredom of whatever you do with CDL or the toughness of your job stop having it bother you. It's like going to the gym. It's going to suck. Do it. The only thing you do getting worked up about it and worrying about it and getting riled up about it is you make it a lot worse. It is what it is. Accept it. Stop shooting up the white girl blood. Move on. Second, stop drinking. That's not helping you. All right. And third, you need to get at least 6 months, at least 3, ideally 6 months living expenses saved up. Concurrently, instead of drinking, start applying for jobs. It could be law enforcement. It could be other truck driving jobs. It could be part-time. It could be something. But you need a job offer in your hand because that way, once you have 3 months living, it's going to take you at least a month to get a job offer, at least. So by that time, you should have 3 months living expenses saved up. So what you can do is you get into the position, 3 to 6 months living expenses saved up. You got a job offer in your hand, right? And now that allows you to tell your boss to fuck off and die. Right? So the next time your boss starts threatening you and yells at you, and I'm going to side with you. He's probably some boomer fuck who manages his blue collar trade poorly. Surprise. The reason he's all angry and everything is because everybody else in his life is fucking up, and he comes out and he takes it on you. He's got a very short fuse. That doesn't give him the right to threaten you. Say, yeah, why do you do it, boss? Why don't you fire me? And be like, what? And you have to do this. You either fire me or you never threaten to fire me again. Right? You either do it or you don't. So I don't want to hear you threatening to fire me. Fuck off. And then you can see what he does there. Right? And he's either going to shut up or he's going to put up. He's either going to shut up with firing you. He won't do it again. Or we'll fire you on the spot. Cool. All right. That's if you want to go that route. The other route is you get another job. You got 6 months living expenses, whatever. You just leave. Yeah, see you, boss. I'm out of here. Give him your 2 weeks notice. Be nice. Be polite so that you can have a future job. All right. But that, I would think what would be better. I take back the first one. If he starts firing you, threaten to fire you, just leave. I quit. See you. Bye. Just leave because he probably needs you more than you need him. But now you got your living expenses. You got the job offer. Go take the job offer. So don't say, yeah, why don't you fire me? Because now you got a firing record on your record. You just say, okay, I quit. Bye. And don't quit by text him or email him. Like while he's yelling, you grab out your phone. Hang on, let me look up something. Text him, I quit. That way there's a record of it. Say, check your email. And you can say, I quit. I have proof that I quit and you didn't fire me. If I find out you're fucking with me in my career when I go apply for other jobs, I'll come back and sue you. You'll give me a glorious and glowing review. That's it. There you go. I think that's a much better thing. Then you go work the other job, or if you got 6 months living expenses, you go find another job. That deals with problem number 1. Problem number 2 is where do you go from here? I'll tell you this, man. You're young enough. I just joined the military. Go do your stint. Go join the military, and you're going to get paid on the back end more than you are the front end. You're probably going to take a cut in pay, but you got food, clothing, shelter paid for. it sounds like you got a skill or a trade. They'd probably be happy to take you. You get lifetime health benefits from it. You get the GI Bill. I'll tell you, go watch my video. No one takes you seriously until you're 35, or don't try until you're 35, except the military. There will be people in the comment section, hey, military sucks. Oh my God, I hate the military. And yes, nothing's perfect. But I don't know. And you might as well go do it. Your expenses are taken care of. You make some money. Who knows? Maybe you like it. And then you're in a field that you like. And then with military experience, you very much can go into private military contracting. You can go into the police or whatever else. Like, unless you failed to mention that you did something that you couldn't get because you said you had a problem with law enforcement. You know? So I would say do the military first. Get those bennies. Get out of the military. Who knows? Maybe you like the military. Stay part-time in the military, do the reserves, do the guard, whatever, when you get out of the military. And then I go look at becoming a cop, because what are you going to be? You're going to be in your low 30s, if at all, by the time you get out of the one stint military. And there you go. If you can't or don't want to join the military, really adamant about that, yeah, then, start applying for the police jobs. The police are hungry for cops right now. They can't find men who can do pull-ups. Sound like a real man, right? You sound like you're in shape. You do blue-collar work. I would look into it, yeah. Go talk to the county. Go talk to the city. Go talk to the state. Maybe a state trooper, depending how big you are. And then that's what I would do. Say, are you hiring? But that's kind of the why there. The world is your oyster. Do you want a cop, security, correctional officer? I think correctional officer would be the worst, because you're just there babysitting criminals. Detective, you're going to have to become a cop. But I would probably join the military first. And that's about it. But yeah, you are not long for where you are right now, but you can't just go and tell your boss to fuck off and die, because you don't have that much in living expenses. You don't have a job lined up. Your current part-time job as of now is to set the booze down and spend your time applying for jobs or researching different jobs, or go talk to a recruiter. Start looking for jobs. Once you get a job, you email your boss, right? I quit. I have proof that I quit and you didn't fire me. If I hear you're saying anything different when I apply for other jobs, I will sue you. There you go. Boom. Boom. Or though you just say, I quit, and you personally tell him so he doesn't. I have proof now I quit and you didn't fire me. If I find out you're fucking with my applications and give me anything but a glowing review, I'm coming back here. I'm suing your fucking ass. And then what's going to be really fun is to watch his company fail without you. That's the fun part. But that's how you cannot tell your boss to fuck off and die without having another job lined up, or at least 6 months living expenses. And when you do quit, you got to give you 2 weeks notice. You got to email it so there's proof. Because everyone in corporate America is a cocksucker. Link below is my book, Bachelor Pad Economics. Yeah, planes. Yeah, you could be an MP. Yeah, be military police in the Army. Or what is it, SP in the Air Force? Yeah, there you go. The military is going to be the best bet. Femboy Fantasia, $5. Being a corrections officer is like being in charge of a dangerous and extra nasty daycare. Best security pay isn't worth it either. Uber Noob, $5. Hello, Peter. What's happening? I didn't see your TPS report. If you could come in on Saturday and actually Sunday too, that would be great. Okay. Yeah, watch Office Space. That's 25 years old, 26 years old. All right, I'll see you guys later, Toodles.